Good afternoon, everybody. Well, I just thought I'd take a couple of minutes to share my thoughts regarding the New York Mets and the fact that they were able to survive last night. They won the game 8-4. Obviously, the offense, especially, I was nice to see Dom Smith get a home run and Pete Alonso give us the insurance in the ninth. And the bottom line is, I know the hitting is going to be there. I know the hitting will be there. Lindor, I'm not worried about him. Nimmo, I like the way he plays. McNeil's going to hit. Conforto's going to hit. McCann seems like he'll be a pretty solid catching hitter. Hitting catcher. Hopefully, JD Davis. He was taken out of the game after being hit on the hand by a pitch. Didn't sound good. Let's hope it's not too long. Marcus Stroman pitched a solid game for us last night, so he had good stuff. Which brings me to my point, and I know I ranted and raved, and I was pissed about us blowing the effort for DeGrom on Monday. That's our bullpen. We're in trouble if this bullpen doesn't get any better. We might be able to survive by the skin of our teeth here and there, but if we want to be serious about contending, if we want to be serious about contending for the National League East with Atlanta, it seems like Philly's going to be around this year. If we're really serious about competing and contending in this division, again, Atlanta's a hell of a ball club. I mean, they are fantastic. And Philly's going to be pesky this year, and even Washington. I mean, we've got four capable teams. Last year was I'm not counting the Marlins last year. That was just because of the COVID shortened season, and they're the rebuilding team. They'll be pesky, of course, and I'm sure they'll get some games from us, but. They're the one team in that division you can honestly say is probably not a contender at this time. Again, not worried about the hitting, and we'll see what today we got a day game with these guys with the Phillies. David Peterson's going up against Aaron Nola. It's gonna be tough because Aaron Nola's their ace, obviously, and Peterson is still a relatively unproven guy. Although he pitched relatively well last year in the COVID shortened season, and he's getting an opportunity with both Thor and Carlos Carrasco sidelined temporarily. It'll be nice to get those guys back. It's hopefully sometime in May or June at the latest. And we need Lugo back clearly. But again, this bullpen last night, I mean, they had to survive it by the skin of their teeth. And this is only the second game of the season. And it's already generating a reaction not only out of me, but for a lot of other Met fans out there. I'm not the only one. When you've followed this franchise for years and you've seen what this bullpen has done over the course of time, again, I mentioned in my previous rant about the 2007 season, that was hell. I mean, that was hell to watch. And even a couple of years ago, before COVID, when everything was normal, we were still in the mix for the postseason in September. And I remember this game against the Washington Nationals. I couldn't believe my eyes. Actually, I could because it's the Mets, but we were up 8-2 in the bottom of the ninth inning. Games. Okay, cool. I'm relaxed. Games in control. Who was I kidding? We blew that game. I've seen that. That was just nobody could get anybody out in our bullpen. And of course, Edwin Diaz was the one to finish off the collapse. The Nationals came back to win that game. I think it was like 10-8 or something. It was September 2019, and obviously we know who won the World Series last year, the Washington Nationals. So, but we were competing with them, and we were there, and we had games that we could have finished, and the bullpen just couldn't get anybody out, couldn't get the job done. So, yes, they won last night, and I'll take the win, and I'm happy to see that they won the game, and hopefully they find a way to pull it out today. It's going to be tough. I don't know if they will, but we'll see. Who knows? But the bullpen, I know it's only 2 games, but Trevor May, I'm worried. He's not looked good. I mean, it's just I know it's only even in spring training he was kind of hit or miss. He looks very hittable. I don't know. I wasn't impressed with him, and even last night, like I said, he had to sweat out that 8th inning. And Castro looks okay. But the bottom line is, we were mentioning last night, like Gesellman, Betances, Familia, these guys have to get in a game, and we're hesitant to use these guys. And the two supposedly solid, surefire bets we signed, May and Loop, nervous. I'm nervous. I know Steve Cohen wants to win, but he's got to think that very soon this bullpen's got to be addressed. We can't go on. I mean, I can't. I'm tired of watching our bullpens ruin seasons for us. I mean, there's times where guys were just underperforming or guys were getting hurt because that was just the Mets jinx. But now it's the bullpen, and the bullpen cost us the postseason in 2019. And if this bullpen doesn't get fixed, then it's going to cost us the playoffs in 2021. Fix this. This bullpen. Something's got to be done. This is a problem. I mean, again, we got lucky to win last night, but this bullpen scares the hell out of me, and I'm going to constantly say that. So I'll leave it at that. Have a good afternoon, everybody.